Ghent might just be the most underrated city in Europe, but is it actually worth a visit? Welcome to Ghent. I'm here on a day trip from the Netherlands, and today I will show you how to experience this city in just one day. A local friend shared some great recommendations, so I will follow that route, explore the main highlights, take a boat tour too because it's a beautiful day out, share some restaurant recommendations and practical tips like where to park if you're coming by car. Let's go! First stop, Sint Bavo Cathedral. This is one of the most important landmarks in Ghent, and it's definitely worth going inside. It's known for the famous painting, The Adoration of the Mystic Lamb. But even if you're not into art, the cathedral itself is impressive. Then I walked towards Vrijdagmarkt or Friday Market. This square has a lot of history and is surrounded by beautiful buildings, cafes and restaurants. It feels more local here, less about sightseeing, more about everyday life. Next up, the castle Gravensteen, right in the middle of the city, which makes it quite unique. You don't always expect to see a medieval castle surrounded by modern city life like this. Even if you don't go inside, just seeing it from the outside is worth the stop. Next up, I headed to the medieval harbour, Graslei and Korenlei. This is probably the most photogenic part of Ghent, You should take a selfie here, precisely on this spot. Historic buildings lined up along the water, people sitting by the canal. It's one of those places where you naturally slow down. You really feel the charm of the city. If you come on a sunny day like today, this area is perfect to just sit, relax and take it all in. Next, I walked into Patershol. It's a small, old neighborhood just behind the castle, with narrow streets, cozy corners and a lot of character. It feels a bit hidden compared to the main tourist spots. So I just found out this place. It's from the city itself, super affordable and super cute with water sounds. And yeah, minutes from the hustle and bustle, but super quiet. I love it. By the way, they didn't accept tip, saying that they are from the city. I then head back to the harbor to take a boat tour. And honestly, this is something I would recommend. Seeing Ghent from the water gives you a completely different perspective. It's relaxed, informative, and a great way to take a break while still exploring. It was nice to learn a few things about the city that I wouldn't have otherwise.
a very cool thing. Napoleon's invention, he made us pay daylight taxes, window taxes. In a country where there's not a lot of daylight, we had.
And here are some recommendations for restaurants, all bistro type. Last time I was here, I've been to Pak House. The experience was really nice. Here are a few other restaurants that you could explore. Café René, Het Keizershof, and Paradise. If you're coming by car like I did, I parked at Parking Reep, but you could also check out Parking Vrijdagmarkt, Parking Sint Michiels, and Parking Ramen. So, is Ghent worth visiting? I would say yes, especially for a day trip. It has the charm of a historic city, but still feels relaxed and local at the same time. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.